well-being. So may I request Madam Manisha Shah to present her workshop, please. Over to Manisha ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. The introduction was awesome. I was there on track one, and I went through the whole thing. Yeah. So, how much time is allotted to me, sir, for this workshop?
For everyone, it is uniform 30 minutes.
30 minutes, right? Okay. So, I'm here to talk on detoxification of our mind. So we always hear about detoxifying our body, how important it is to detoxify our body to have a healthy and a happy life. But have we ever thought about detoxifying our mind? So yeah, is it required and can it be done is what people ask me. And I say that yes, of course, it is required, very much required, and it can be done because it even coincides with my another topic where we talk about disease in the body is disease in our mind. Everything begins in our mind. What we think here, what we feel here is impacting us in every way. It doesn't go untouched. The thoughts that we have in our mind, the feelings that we have in our heart, it keeps creating, generating kind of vibration frequency within us. And this vibrational frequency impacts us in every way. The diseases that we experience in our body, they begin as congestions in our mind. Congestion as in, so it is scientifically proven now that a normal person like you and me, have about 60,000 plus thoughts in a day. 60,000 plus thoughts, out of which they say generally it is found that 90% of the times we are thinking wasteful thoughts and they are negative. And 90% of the times we are repeating our thoughts, meaning the thoughts that we had yesterday are carried forward today. We seldom have some fresh thoughts coming in. So how does it matter if we have the repeated thought patterns? It matters a lot. It's like having the old junk all the time coming in again and again. It's like reusing the stale food, Thoughts and emotions are the food for our mind, and we are continuously consuming the stale food in our mind, and it then ends up being toxic for us. These toxins are collected over a period of time in our minds. It keeps happening day in and out. And as I said, 60,000 plus thoughts in a day. If we take it as per minute frequency, it comes to about 35 plus thoughts in a day, in a minute. So have you ever realized this, that in such a rapid speed, the thoughts are happening in your mind? They're going on and on. And if we go by what science has found out through its experimentations, through some instruments like electroencephalogram, where they are able to measure the thoughts, the thought frequencies, and the quality of thoughts, it says 90% of the times we are filling our head with wasteful thoughts. So आपको कभी ये realize हुआ है कि आप इतने सारे thoughts कर रहे हैं, and it's happening continuously on the continuous basis. Now, if we go by that, it means that we have been living in our past, something that happened few days back, few months back, maybe few years back. We keep repeating that thing in our mind and we keep attaching the feelings to it. When we are attaching feelings, what happens is the whole vibrational frequency of our present moment is shifting. It is shifting, and we shift from present to past. and we throw over there. And we live in our past. We relive those pains, those problems that we were facing. Now, when we are aligning ourselves to the past and not to the present, we miss on something called present, the gift of life. And eventually, we keep collecting this wasteful, deceased, damaged thoughts in our mind, which are like toxins. And that is why I say detoxification of our mind. Time and again, we need to go through process of detoxification. So how can it be done? Is it easily doable? Of course, it's not a rocket science. If you really align yourself and understand the way our mind is working and how we can really help ourselves get detoxification process, then we can actually clean our mind space. It's like, when you enter a house, say after a very long time, you open a house for after 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. What do you do first? Do you clean the house or do you decorate the house? Of course, the first thing that we do is cleansing the space. So if you begin practicing meditation, some breathing exercises, if you develop a habit of closing your eyes and connecting with your own self within, what happens is you're entering your mind space. And now when you enter your mind space, the first thing that you need to do is to cleanse that space, because we have been harboring unwanted thoughts and emotions there in our mind. How do we do that? So when we close our eyes, the first thing that we encounter is our breath. You can practically do it right here, right now with me. When you close your eyes, take a breath in and breathe out. You realize that you're connecting to a bridge that is connecting your outer and inner world. So you connect to your inner world through your breath. So when you breathe in and breathe out with awareness, and you calm down and come to a rhythmic breathing, you are actually recirculating the energy which is going on within you. So when you enter the inner zones, the first thing you encounter is your breath, pranamaya kosha. See, this body that we have is annamaya kosha. Annamaya kosha is the physical body which sustains and lives on food and water that we take. And then the second part we have is pranamaya kosha. Pranamaya kosha is living on the breath that we take in and out. But when we breathe in and breathe out, it's not only air that we take in, and it's not only oxygen that we take in, and it's not only the carbon dioxide that we throw out. Actually, when we are breathing in and out, we are also taking in life force energy, the prana energy. And that is happening not at this physical level, but we have subtle bodies called as pranamaya kosha, the second part. There more to it. There are more to it. We have manomaya kosha, we have jnanamaya kosha, we have anandamaya kosha. But we will right now talk about only 3 parts: annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, and manomaya kosha. Because we want to detoxify our mind, right? So we are talking about manomaya kosha. So between the physical body and the mental body is the bridge called pranamaya kosha. And you need to first cleanse your pranamaya kosha, which can be done by different pranayams. You can use different pranayam techniques which can actually cleanse your pranamaya kosha and help you intake lots of prana energy. the prana energy, which helps you lead your life healthily and happily, which helps you cleanse the inner space. I can teach you one pranayam here, which is a very rare pranayam and which you would not generally find in your yoga classes. This pranayam is called as Hasta Pancha Narvashuddhi. So it's a variation of Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is a very popular pranayam. I would just brief you on that and then I will connect you to the Hasta Pancha Narvashuddhi pranayam. Kapalbhati means you just give the strokes while you are exhaling. So it's like you're giving a stroke while you are exhaling, but you are giving the stroke on your belly. You pull your belly in every time you breathe out. So it's like, so you're pulling your belly in and you're throwing with the force. You are exhaling. That's normal Kapalbhati pranayam, which is very, very popular. The pranayam that I am talking about is a variation in Kapalbhati. How is the variation? So this pranayam, we do exhalation, rapid exhalation, we couple it with our hand movements. So you take up your fist, you close your fist once like this tight, open it, close it this way, open it, close it this way, open it, close it this way, open it. So it goes this way, okay? Open, close, open, close. There's a continuous movement of your palms that you're doing. This helps you play with the points of your body. The whole body points are there in your palm. And when you're doing this, you are actually giving acupressure points to yourself and bringing your whole body into balance. And you couple it with the stroke exhalation. The variation of Kapalbhati, which I was saying. So how do you do it is, the stroke exhalation goes this way. Continuous strokes you give and you couple it with the fist movement. So it goes this way. You have to keep your eyes closed continuously when you're doing this. It's very important because if you keep your eyes open, you may develop headache. So you do this for how many ever strokes you are able to do according to your capacity. So when you begin initially, you may be able to do just about 5 to 7 strokes. Take a break, close your eyes, keep your eyes closed and take a break. Just take normal breaths. Breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and breathe out, breathe in and breathe out, and then go for the second round. So when you go for the second round, the same thing you do. This way you go up till you are able to do it. And then again, place your palms down and just observe. Observe this part of your body. Observe your head, your eyes, your forehead. What we are doing is we are detoxifying the pranamaya kosha. We are throwing out all the toxins that we have collected in our pranamaya kosha. It is said that normally people breathe in only 30% of the oxygen required by the body and throw out even lesser quantity of carbon dioxide from the body. So what is happening is, oxygen is the life-giving gas. It is the food for our immune cells, which we are taking in less. So we are actually making our immune cells suffer, and it's suffering with malnutrition, right? It's not getting the food required. And when we throw out less of carbon dioxide, we are actually leaving behind the food for disease cells, bacteria and viruses to nurture themselves well. And so in the process, what is happening is our immune system becomes weaker and all the disease cells in our body are becoming stronger and stronger. So in this whole process, we are incurring double loss. We are losing on our immune system and we are nurturing the deceased cells, helping them to grow rapidly in our body. When we do this Hastapanjana Shuddhi, we throw out carbon dioxide as maximum as possible, and then we breathe in the maximum of oxygen. And so the whole Pranamaya Kosha is detoxified. And when it is detoxified, the capacity of inhalation of oxygen increases and exhalation of carbon dioxide increases. And that's how we are supporting our immune system to grow stronger, to fight the diseased body, diseased cells. And then we enter the Manomaya Kosha, the third counterpart that I'm talking about, because the toxins are there in our mind in form of energy congestion, of emotional junk. So when, just close your eyes and look at your life. Look at your life, think about all the aspects of your life, and bring into your awareness, which feelings do you feel more? Whether you feel angry, frustrated, irritated, angry, fear, these emotions are more into you, or do you feel more of the times love, joy, peace, happiness? What do you feel more? It is found, this is scientifically found now, that most of us find ourselves dwelling in negative emotion in the major part than the positive emotions. Because negative emotions, we keep harboring them. Something went wrong once, we keep recalling in the situation and the person who did it, and then we keep adding more and more negative feelings to it. And when something good happens, we are happy, we feel grateful, of course, but once or twice, and then it's long forgotten. So when we want to clean our Manomaya Kosha, because detoxification of mind is very important. How do we detoxify? So we have something called NLP, neuro-linguistic pathway. There's a coordination between our brain and body, and there is a coordination between our mind and our body. There's even a coordination between conscious and subconscious mind. So these are all called as neuro-linguistic pathways. So if you close your eyes and you're just thinking about a red apple, you're continuously thinking about an apple, and you have a paper and a pen in your hand, most of the time you end up drawing an apple. That is because of the neuro-linguistic pathway, the connection between the brain and the body, mind and the body. So we use this connection for our advantage. How we can do? Think about all the negative things that are happening in your life. Take a paper and a pen, close your eyes, dwell in those negative memories, and begin scratching on the paper. Keep scratching, keep scratching, keep scratching. When you are scratching, you are giving the message to your mind that remove these things. I do not want it. I just want to get rid of them. That is the message you're giving to your mind. And that's how you actually vent out all the negative emotions that continuously keep coming to you. And you're scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching. Maybe 15 seconds, half a minute, 1 minute, you have scratched. And then you shift the pen to your dormant hand, the other hand, and continue scratching, because the dormant hand is connected to the subconscious mind. So if you start something from your conscious mind, and if you shift that thing to your subconscious, lots of files which you have been harboring and storing in your subconscious mind from days together, months together, or probably years together, or maybe lifetimes together, they just begin coming up, and you are venting them out. You're venting them out. You're venting them out. And then again, you shift the pen to your active hand and continue scratching for a while, so that you completely come out of your subconscious into the state of conscious. Drop the pen, look at the paper. Of course, there is a huge web that has got created. Just say, thank you for the experience. I release you with love. They are the toxins that you have been collecting for so long, you just tear the paper and throw it. Not by anger and frustration. You say, thank you for the experience. I release you with love. That's how you detoxify your mind. And of course, then you can drift into meditation, whichever meditation you're used to practicing. You can drift into meditation and meditate for a while. This is a fantastic way to rejuvenate your mind. You can do this every day. So doable, so doable. And every day, it will just take about 5 minutes for you to do this breathing exercise, mind exercise, and come out of this whole toxic situation in your mind. So I'm Manisha Shah. Thank each one of you for being here, for giving me this opportunity. I thank Yugandhar sir. I thank GTF for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Manisha ji. Wonderful workshop. Very good presentation on various aspects of healing, pranayama, and various methods that you have explained and demonstrated as well. So may I request you to share your views about how we can actually collectively bring this unity consciousness in the world? What are your views?
Yeah, my view on this collective consciousness is it's actually a need of an hour that we come into collective consciousness. I think Corona has come as a blessing to us. Somewhere, it has told us that things are beyond boundaries, and ये जो world में boundaries आपने खींची हुई, things can be beyond that. So I think dropping our limited perspective is very, very important. We stick to our perceptions so much that we are seldom open to respect other person's point of view. We always feel that the belief patterns that we are driving from, the past conditioning that we are driving from, that is what is right. And we deny to look at the other person's perspective because it doesn't fit into our belief patterns. So I think if we expand the realm of our perspectives, and even if it doesn't fit into our belief system, even if it doesn't fit into our thought patterns, if we just respect other person's point of view, I think we can simply gel with everyone and we become one. It's like, just collecting as blending into each other as like water.
Thank you very much. So yes. Now we are going to have our next speaker, Sri Rupesh Budh. He's a spiritual healer and trainer practicing spiritual healing for more than 11 years. He's a multi-modality grandmaster, and it feels like he's just at the beginning stage to learn many things. Which includes various modalities of treatment and practice of his regular healings. This includes Reiki, Grandmaster level, Lama Fera, Master Teacher and Trainer level, Crystals Grandmaster level, Humkara with Halim, Indian Bija Mantra, Chakras healing and Chakras Bija Mantra, Angel Therapy, Theta healing, Melchizedek. So many types of healing methods, including pranic healing, Mani Reiki, Akasha records. Wow, beautiful. So I may request Sri Rupesh Budhji, who is also a occult practitioner, to present his workshop, please. Over to you, Rupeshji.
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I hope I am audible to everyone. Yes. Yeah. So here in this workshop, what I'm going to discuss about, it's about Lama Fera, how it can help and make our life better as such, right? So Lama Fera as such is a very unique modality. It is said that it has been developed by the great Buddha, say 2500 years ago. He developed as such many healing modalities, but out of them, Lama Fera is one of the most powerful healing modalities that has helped mankind many ways. The best part about the Lama Fera healing modality is it focuses on balances of the inner energies, that the imbalance of the inner energies that has created so much of havoc in our physical body, in our mind, in our life. Once this energy starts getting balanced, when the energies are in sync with each other, it will be like easily the life will be in synchronized with nature and the life will go smoothly. So Lama Fira has complete and full focus on the healing. The energy is from within. Lama Fira philosophy goes like this: the power, the energy, the source of the creation or the source of healing is all within us. Lama Fira says that every human is capable of becoming the Buddha. The only blockages is the imbalances of the inner energies. Once these energies are completely balanced, nothing can stop us from being the Buddha, the enlightened one. Right. So let's go a little bit more deeper. What kind of different energies Lama Pera is talking about that those are being imbalanced? Right. So let's first of all understand how many type of energies that Lama Pera is exactly working on. The first, Lama Pera is working on the male female energy, but we very famously known as in the this Chinese Feng Shui as Yin Yang. In Indian system is a Ardha Nareshwari, half side Shivji, half side Parvati ji. That is male energy and the female energy. Right. Then there is a second energy that Lama Pera works on to balancing is emotions. The imbalances of the emotions create the worst situations in our life. We know we have heard many of the cases nowadays, even into the newspaper we have seen people are going like depressed, they are not able to focus on their work. The students, there is a too much of student stress, too much of fear among the students, too much of fear among the corporate world, like if, what would happen if the job gets lost, too much of fear among the students, too much of fear among the students about that failing and all those stuff. Right. So what I mean to say, this fear or this kind of energy imbalances, emotions, Lama Fira helps in clearing it in a very effective, smoothly, easiest way. Right. So emotion imbalance is not only about looking towards the negative side of the emotions. What would happen if we are not facing any fear in our life? What would happen if we are deprived of any of the lower emotions? Like for example, if we say that any kind of fear has been removed from our life, right? What would happen? We would never be alert. We would never be in the we would lose our the focus on our life, right? So Lama Vira is not talking about removing those lower energies or lower emotions, but about the balance. Everything has to be in balance. Too much of happiness is also damaging, and too much of fear is also damaging. So there has to be the balance. And Lama Fira is basically the symbol based healing modalities wherein the particular balances is based on the symbols. Like for the emotional balance, there is a dedicated symbol. For the male female energy balancing, there is a dedicated symbol, and so on. Right. The another energy, what we are that is within us and that requires to get balance, and that is again the energy of gun. We in our Indian system we have heard about the tamogun, rajogun, then sattva gun, right? There are the three main guns. Rajogun. Sorry, I'll start with the sattva gun. Sattva gun is basically the gun of the creation. It creates the energy. It creates the thought process. It creates something new. Then there comes the rajogun. Rajogun, that is the main gun to maintain and balance the energies, maintain the thought process till it is useful for us, till it is helpful for us. Then there comes the tamogun. Tamogun basically is for the destruction of the unwanted thoughts or unwanted practices. Right. So if there is an imbalance in this any of the gun, we may start living in too much of past, or we may face too much of anxiety within our life. Like people tend to have too much of living into the future tense, what would happen, and many people has this tendency of living in too much of parts. It is just because of the imbalances of the guns. So there is again dedicated symbols that could help to cure these pains and problems that we are going through. Right. Then there is another energies that we that our body is made up of. That is the energy of 5 elements. When there is an imbalance in the energy of 5 elements, we will face any of the physical or psychological problem. Once this energy gets balanced, it will start curing the body within itself. So all these energies, all this force, all this power that exactly comes from within us, the real source of energy is within us. Lama Fera is a symbol-based healing modality. All those discussions that we have made about the different kind of energies, Lama Fera has a dedicated symbols associated with the dedicated task to balance these energies so that the healing happens from within and it starts recovering the body and the mind. And not only this, Lama Fera is even the capable or enough modality that helps you in the spiritual growth, in the spiritual progress in all the way around. Like if you want to grow spiritually, if you want to have that the path towards the self-realization, the Lama Fera is a sufficient modality. The symbols within the Lama Fera are so powerful that it can help you to take you to the path of the spiritual journey. Lama Fera, along with the symbols, has the very powerful and very sacred mantra. If it is chanted just like that, even it reduces too much of stress within us. The mantra is very simple and definitely easily available. That is Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangam Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Once you get attunement with the Lama Fera and you get attuned with this mantra, the effect of this mantra along with this symbol rises many folds. Even if you are not attuned, it's okay. In stress, whenever you disturb or mind is not working, if you chant this mantra into the peaceful state of mind, you can definitely find out the solutions. Right? This mantra calms down the mind a lot and helps to see the reality with a better perspective. Right. So this was a short introduction about the Lama Fera. That's it. I'll wind up my discussion on Lama Fera. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Dr. Yugandhar, and thank you, GTF, for the guidance. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupeshji. Wonderful talk on Lama Fera.
Yeah.
Excellent. And let me ask you a question.
Please.
How we can actually collectively build this unity consciousness movement together?
Again, please. Sorry, I'm unable to clear.
How we can have this unity consciousness movement built by all of us together?
Okay. So as such, the efforts that you are making, it is wonderful efforts bringing the people together even in this time. We are again connected with each other in the Zoom. So this is in itself the wonderful state. My suggestion on this is like we can also have the city-wise integration. You can arrange some person, a leader, a task force in the city or somewhere where the spiritual practices they come together, they deliver their thoughts, and they like collect the people who take to the spirituality, and there has to be the bridge. The people, what I have faced in my experience, if the people is following some of the organization or some of the institution, they will be like, this is the best, only this is the best. And my opinion is different. I feel like everybody is the best. We only need to understand the uh, the differences. Like this particular spiritual practices is best for you, great. This spiritual practices is best for him, great. Both are equally best. What is good, what are the good qualities of this spiritual practices, what are good qualities of this spiritual practices, bridge the gap so that everybody can unite and come ahead. All the practices are excellent and been developed by the great masters. Nothing is wrong, but we just need to bridge the gap, bring them on the one roof, and we should move ahead. That is my simple thing.
So thank you, Rupeshji. I think I got the track 1 panel discussion part. I think track 2, right?
Yeah, track 2. Yeah.
Okay, we will see you there.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.